I had a dream. And I was in a battlefield in the southern United States, and I know the battlefield. It's in southwestern Virginia. I cannot recall the name, unfortunately. My cognitive issues have made me as less sharp as I used to be. But so I'm at this battlefield. There's a river running north and south, and on the eastern side of the river is a very large, very wide hillside where there was artillery shooting to the west, where it was mostly flat and there were lush greens, somewhat sparse forests with patchy thick areas on the west bank of the river. In any event, so in my dream, I'm hiking from south to north on the west side of the river, cliff, flatland. And so I'm hiking along the side of the river, and the grass is about up to my knees, and I'm going down a very thin dirt path. Un momento and guten Morgen, meine Freunde. And so I'm hiking south to north. I'm hiking south to north on this path, and the grass was up to my knees, and I'm walking along this path, and I started to feel biting at my ankles, okay? And there's this biting at my ankles. And thanks for bearing with me. I just woke up. I woke up for the first time today. It will probably be the 6th time today that I will wake up. And poor Daryl. But so there's this biting at my ankles. Man, I sure can't stretch shit out. But so I look down, and there's these snakes. There's these snakes biting at my ankles, okay? And I thought it was just one or two, no big deal. I got boots on, whatever, but still, you know, they looked like rattlers. They looked like rattlesnakes. And then I start to notice there's dozens of them, and dozens of them, and they're following along the path that I am walking on, okay? But the strange thing that I then notice as they're in the path and they're biting my legs is that they have very large heads and very small bodies, okay? They're like strange little spermies, okay? You might think that's funny. I'm not laughing, okay? That's the only way I can describe it. But very large heads, very small bodies, and they're biting my ankles and biting my ankles. And I'm trying to get to this woods where I was going to camp in this dream, okay? And just like now, I had a nightmare that woke me up. It's 15 minutes after 4 o'clock in the morning on the east coast of the mid-Atlantic United States. It compelled me to investigate and analyze. And so what I found was, throughout history, is that a dream that includes deformed snakes attacking you foretells great sickness, okay? The following month, October comes. So, August, dating a childhood sweetheart, hiking the Appalachian Trail, out in the battlefield, leading a normal life. I could drive, everything. And then the next month, September comes, and I have this dream about these very large-headed snakes attacking my feet and my ankles, and I'm just trying to get to this patch of woods to get away from them. And it woke me up out of bed just like I just now woke up because I had a nightmare. So August goes by, September I have this dream, October of 2017 comes. I picture people saying, yeah, he's got some sleep issues, he's got narcolepsy. But the reality is that from October of 2017 until November of 2019, my sleep patterns were more chaotic than Asmodeus. They were completely erratic, uncontrollable, out of control, chaotic. Okay? So, the snakes are biting my ankles. I look in to see what this means, and it foretells great sickness. The sleep patterns started to happen. So, October of 2017 goes by. My sleep is insane. I realize that after several months, I know I can no longer work. Okay? So I apply for disability. 5 months later, after my fucked up sleep patterns begin, I have to go into a clinic in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, to get checked out by 2 doctors who were appointed by the government on behalf of Social Security to see if I am indeed sick. In any event, so I was checked out by these 2 doctors, very nice people. They were both over the age of 60. The gentleman was well over the age of 70, and he did not have the use of one of his legs. Okay? So this old man walks in, he's barely walking, and I'm like, he doesn't have a leg, and he's here today. I'm not going to get disability. But after they ran me through all of their tests, their sensory tests, the vision tests, like all this stuff, within a week I was granted my disability, which everyone I've told that to who's ever applied for disability are shocked that I would get it so quick. Okay? And so the dream that led to my disability, about a month ago I was out for a walk and I saw a dead fox laying by a wooden fence somewhere that I walk often, and I was very tempted, just like when we were kids, and cut that foxtail off as a souvenir. And something told me not to. And I said, I don't know, man, because it, but I didn't touch the fox, okay? Something just stopped me from touching that fox. Dreams, dreams, dreams. Foxes and funky-headed snakes. Those dreams, those omens, those signs and symbols that foretell our future are very real. Okay? It's not a matter of perception. And so the snakes were biting my ankles, and I was told that that means I'm going to undergo a great sickness. And a month later, that great sickness started. What did the fox mean? The fox foretold 2 things. 1, that you will overcome a cunning enemy. I don't have any cunning enemies to overcome. You look in the sky, a question goes through your mind. At that very same time, you look into the sky and you see two birds. Or you look into the sky and you see three birds. You look into the sky and you see a flock of birds. Or you look into the sky and you see one bird. A question goes through your mind. And then out of the corner of your eye, you see a fox running into the woods. Or you look out of the corner of your eye and you see a rabbit looking at you. My life has shown me that those things are very in tune with many other things. And those things may indeed reveal something to you. And I already know that that makes sense to some of you, because you see things the same way some days too. And that's all I have to say for now. So good morning. And I'm sure for some of you it will be a very busy morning. And so please be safe wherever it is that you put your feet on the ground. And I hope that everything that you choose to do today becomes and turns into a successful endeavor. Fare thee well, my friends. Have a very good day. Auf Wiedersehen.